G'day guys, Brad here. Had a bit of a mishap here today and blown a hydraulic hose on the 324G. I'm just going to show you how easy these John Deere machines are to work on, how accessible all the components are, and we'll get this hose changed out. First thing we have to do is loosen these two 18mm bolts on each side of the cab here so we can tip the cab up and access underneath. So once these two bolts are removed, we just pull these two handles and the cab pops straight up. Nice and easy on the struts, all the way. So you lift the cab all the way up till this strut's fully extended and this safety latch clips in underneath to make sure this is nice and secure. You can get in underneath it and work on it safely. Once we get the cab up, you can see everything's fully accessible here. So the hydraulic hose that we need to change is in behind this cover. So we need to take out these 6 15mm bolts. The accelerator can stay. And once we remove these, the whole cover comes up and it will expose the hydraulic hoses beneath here. So once you remove the cover, you can see that everything here is quite accessible, easy to get at. So as you can see, I've removed the old hose from here, which is just a matter of loosening the hydraulic fitting here and pulling the hose back throughout the back. And now we're at the stage where it's time to get the new hose back in. So we've got the correct hose, the new hose made up with the correct fittings and exactly the same length as the old hose. You should always use genuine John Deere parts and accessories. All available at your local Hutchies and Pierce branch. The friendly staff will look after you and have a wide variety of parts on the shelf ready to go. So we removed the old hose through this bracketry down into there, right down into the front. So we'll feed this one back down through there now until we get it out to the front and put the fittings back in. So once you get the hose pushed through, all the way through from the back, just hook it back up to here. Just get the spanners on, give that a little bit of a nip up. Once you get the bottom hose tightened up, you come back around the back, just get this fitting, nip it up onto there like that. Join your hoses back up here with these little Velcro ties. And then it's right to put the oil in and get this baby back on the road. So once you get all the hoses hooked up, it's time to get the new hydraulic oil in. So to do that, we just lift up the back hatch here, which exposes all your service compartments, check the oil, air cleaner and everything, but the hydraulic oil tank's down in here. So this side cover, also quite easy to lift off. So we just lift it up, slide it out. It's one of the beauties of the John Deere, everything's so accessible. And you come around down here, there's a gauge on the side here, so we fill this up to the full mark there and just let it run and we'll recheck it, but that mark there is where we fill it up. So the Hydro-U premium hydraulic oil is the best to use, the genuine John Deere stuff. Pump's always good, saves making a mess. Just undo the cap up in there and pump the oil until it comes up to full on the gauge. As you can see, you just keep pumping the oil in till it comes up just up to the full mark like that. And that's plenty without going over full, otherwise you end up running into trouble with it being too high and overfilling the tanks. These covers go back in nice and easy, one man operation. Just as they come off, land, slip into position like that, pull the back hood down. So we've just got to put the front lining back in the cab and then we should be ready to start it up and give it a go. Nice and easy like that, over the accelerator. Just tighten all these bolts back up. 40mm bolts back into position. tighten all these up, and we can drop the cab down and give it a start. So once you've got the floor pan and everything bolted back in, it's just a matter of lifting the cab up, pushing the red latch back, and then lowering the cab down nice and slowly, like this. Grab onto the two handles, pull it down securely over the thread here on the bolt, and just reinstall your washer and nut. Just tighten these back up with the 18mm spanner, and then we're good to go. Alright, now everything's back into position. It's time to start it up and see how it goes. Alright guys, last thing to do is just recheck all your fittings, make sure everything there's tight and there's no leaks, and also just recheck your oil level, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching.